Just in case you were wondering what your kids' Halloween costumes were going to be next year, here's a quick peek. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is J.K. Rowling's spin-off of her Harry Potter series. But this time, instead of Harry Potter, the hero is a character named Newt Scamander, played by 34-year-old Eddie Redmayne, who travels to America with a suitcase full of magical creatures and, producers hope, the makings of a movie mega-hit.
Welcome to New York.
For Eddie Redmayne, home is in the relative quiet of central London, where he can sit at his favorite cafe and be left alone. For now, anyway.
And seriously, I mean, are you prepared for this next step? There will be a lot of fans out there. This is a J.K. Rowling film. This is the Harry Potter franchise. This is huge.
People often say, and at various stages in my sort of career, have gone, "Are you prepared for this?" And I always kind of go, what preparation do you do? Do you like sit there and sort of armor up in like, I don't think you can. Firstly, that involves the expectation that the thing's going to be hugely successful, and that's something that I will never let my head go to. But the other thing is, even when things are successful, people go, God, your life must have changed. But really, it doesn't really. You still live your own way and carve your own path, and the rest is noise, I think, really.
But for him, that noise has been pretty nice. His turn as a transgender artist in last year's The Danish Girl earned him his second consecutive Academy Award nomination. But the on-screen transformation here didn't happen quickly or easily.
It doesn't matter what I wear. It's when I dream. They're Lily's dreams.
I always feel like I've never been someone that was sort of blessed with like a sort of innate talent of just being able to do things. I have to work at it and learn from your mistakes.
Really?
Yeah, no, definitely. And
because to us it looks
no,
like
I'm
you're
sure
not
it doesn't.
working.
If you go and look at some of the early films, you'll be absolutely sure that that's not the case. But no, I really have to work.
Here's a good example. Redmayne spent 5 months learning how to move like an ALS patient for his role as physicist Dr. Stephen Hawking, and he won the Oscar for this one.
This is temporary.
He actually got the part without an audition, but to him, that was more curse than blessing.
At least if you've auditioned for it, the producers and all the people involved have some sense of what you're going to do, you know, so you don't turn up on day one on set and they go, whoa, you're going to do it like that?
So the universe getting smaller and smaller, getting denser and denser.
So when it came time for him to help audition his co-star Felicity Jones, Redmayne's paranoia got the better of him, and director James Marsh had to talk him down.
Eddie, this isn't an audition for you. Let me just reaffirm, you're not being auditioned. And he said it so many times that I was like, I'm clearly being auditioned. This is like, and it was similar with Fantastic Beasts.
You are neurotic?
I have moments, definitely, yeah.
He wasn't always so tightly wound. Born in London to a banker and a business owner, Eddie Redmayne went to some of the best schools in Britain. He sang in the choir at Eton and was a classmate of the future King of England, Prince William.
What's it like coming back here?
It's weirdly nostalgic.
As a college student, he took a keen interest in drama and got his first professional role here at the Globe in London in a 2002 production of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night.
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
As a very convincing Viola, a woman, corset and all.
For years, when I then started doing films and period dramas, I did quite a lot of Elizabethan period dramas, you know, the actresses would often be complaining, going, God, this corset hurts. I was like, I know your pain, I know how it feels.
It's beautiful.
You have the National Theatre down here.
He also did pretty well when he played a man, winning rave reviews and a 2010 Tony Award for the Broadway play Red.
I think looking at you had a comfortable upbringing, went to great schools, and success came fairly early. I think some people might look at it and say, it was easy.
Well, they would be right in the sense that compared to many actors, I've had a remarkably lucky and easy run of it. But to you, it feels like you feel the struggles, and it was through going to sort of years of auditions. I think it was about 3 or 4 years before I got anything sort of properly on screen. I remember also, though, my mum, when I was younger and I was showing interest, that perhaps if you get knocked by bad reviews and stuff, she would see that it would hurt a bit. And she's like, "Darling, have you thought about becoming a lawyer? I mean, lawyers are basically actors, it's the same thing." And she would occasionally repeat this. And I'd be like, "Mum, have you ever seen me win an argument?" And she'd be like, "No." I'm like, "So."
I have something in my eye.
His struggles seemed to end in 2011
I can't see anything.
with a big screen breakout role as a young filmmaker smitten with Marilyn Monroe.
Do I care if I should die? Now she goes across the sea.
His Eton choir boy experience came in handy in 2012's Les Miserables.
My place is here. I fight with you.
Do you see yourself as a singer?
Do I think of myself as a singer? I really enjoy singing, but I'm not sure I sound a bit like Kermit the Frog.
No, you don't.
I do. Is that working?
There's a kind of self-deprecating Jimmy Stewart quality to Eddie Redmayne.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
you're so welcome.
He married his longtime girlfriend, antiques dealer Hannah Bagshaw, a few weeks before he won the Oscar in 2015. This summer, they had a baby girl. In short, if you're looking for off-screen drama, look elsewhere.
You have a reputation for being one of the nicest actors in the business. Is that
I hate that word.
You hate nice?
I suppose it's much more lovely than nice.
Why?
Is so boring. But nice, I'd rather nice than reprehensible, toxic. Yeah.
Why should I help you?
I take it I have to make it worth your while.
Nothing boring about his schedule. Fantastic Beasts is reportedly the first of 5 installments.
Wait a minute. That's a boat truckle, right?
No,
Oh, come on. They pick locks, am I right?
you're not having him.
Well, good luck getting back alive, Mr. Scamander.
You've accomplished so much already. Tony, Oscar, now you're in a big blockbuster, in case anyone was wondering whether you were going to do that.
Right.
I mean, what's left?
When you put it in the term of a checklist.
And I don't
amazing
mean to
things.
say that
No, but it's interesting because actually the reason you get into this is to play interesting people, or just to tell stories that intrigue you, and none of that changes. So although maybe those things feel like a lovely checklist, it doesn't stop your appetite for wanting to tell stories.
You still have that appetite.
Still have that
certainly.
appetite, yeah.